Hi, in this lecture we will discuss other project rooms and we will do more examples to practice HAP. As you can see, I have finished defining retail 02 to retail 06 as well as the travel agency. I will open retail 02. I have changed the area as per Revit plan to 30 square meter. For the internals, I didn't change anything. For walls, we have only one wall on the west direction, on the north direction, and its area is 2020 square meter. In the next tab, the roof, I removed the small portion that we added for retail 01, if you remember. For infiltration, I didn't change anything. For floor, I changed the area. For partitions, nothing to be added. Next, retail 03. The area is 59 square meter. The people number is 9. We have two walls, one on the north direction and then the second one on the east direction. The areas 44 square meter and 19 respectively. We have two windows on north wall, one window on the east wall. And in the floor tab, I added the area 59. Then we have retail 04. The area is 77 square meter. The number of people is 12. We have 55 square meter west wall with 3 windows. And the floor area is 77 square meter. Now for retail 05, 06 and the travel agency, we can duplicate 01, retail 01, 02 and 03 respectively. As you can see, these rooms are mirror of these rooms, but we have to change only the walls directions. Now I will move to the mall entrance. Select the room name. As you can see, these orange lines are the entrance boundaries. The area of the entrance is 106 square meter. Here imagine that we have partitions between the entrance and the corridors. The corridor is conditioned space, so the heat transfer rate between the two spaces is equal to 0. On this side, we have unconditioned spaces, the elevator bed, and we have the staircase. So I will add this wall, this side as a partition in HAB. Let's go to HAB. The name is G08 entrance lobby. The area is 106 square meter. The height is same as other rooms, 3.55. The space usage is small common area. Next tab, the internals. I will use 15 watt, same as sales area for the lighting. For electrical equipment, I will use same value as sales area, assuming that we have display screens at the entrance and assuming that the wattage from screens same as laptops. For people using ASHRAE 62.1, we have 40 persons in 100 square meter for more common areas, so I will add here 40. For miscellaneous load, I will keep it empty. Next, the wall. We have only one wall, one exterior wall on the west direction, and we have two windows and two doors. I will find the wall surface area, so I will make a dimension like this, 15. I will open the calculator and I will multiply 15 by 3.55. This is the surface area of the wall, 54, and the wall is on the west direction. Double check. Yes, on the west direction. This one not used. And here we have two windows and we have two doors, and we need to define the door. As you can see the name, here we need to add the name, so I will type project door, the gross area, and we have the door U value. Here we have the glass area, a glass U value, glass shading coefficient. I will not change the U value for the door, and I am not going to change the U value of the glass, as we don't have any information from the architectural engineers or from the supplier, so I will keep them as they are. Now let's find the gross area of the wall, of the door, sorry, and the glass area. I will go to Revit and I'm going to create a section over here, and I will go to view. First of all, we need to find the door gross area, so I'm going to find the door height. Then I am going to find the door width. The door height is 2.25. I will multiply it by the door width, 1.9. This is the gross area of the wall. I will copy it and I will paste it over here. Now the glass area, I will go to Revit. As you can see, this is the glass area of the door, and here we have this glass. Okay, I will find the first one, 0.6, and I will multiply it by 0.65, 0.39. Then we have a 0.88. I'll multiply it by 0.6, and I will add 0.39. This is the area of the glass, and I will multiply it by 2, as we have glasses over here. So this is the area of the glass. Go to HAB 1.8. And click on OK. Next tab for roof, no exposed roof for the entrance area or space. Then for the infiltration, I will make it 0.5. As we said before, the doors will open and close frequently, so I choose higher value for infiltration. Next tab, floor, add the floor area, 106 square meter. Next we have the partitions. Here we have this partition. Find its length and area. To find the surface area of this partition, I will create a dimension like this from here till here. Use tab key to highlight the line, then put the dimension. As you can see, around 10 meters. And I will create a section to find the height, or we know the height, it's 3.55. So 10.3 or 10.4, and I will multiply it by 3.55. This is the surface area of this partition. So I will go to HAB and I will add the area, 37 square meter. I will not change the U value to save the time. I'm not going to calculate it. I will use the default one. The temperature in the staircase and elevation, I will assume it to be 28 Celsius, and same for toilets. In toilets, we don't put AC system. Instead, we use door louvers. Why I assume the temperature 28 Celsius? I will answer this question in the coming lectures. For now, click on OK. Let's move to the corridors. Same thing, select the corridor. So these orange lines are the boundaries. We have all these walls as partitions. I will go to Hub and I will create a new space, or I'm going to duplicate this one, G09, and here I will type corridor. The area 77. I will keep the same height. Next, internals. I will put for the electrical equipment over here 0, and for the occupancy for people I will multiply 77 by 40. If you remember, 40 per 100 square meter for more common areas, and I will divide it by 100. So here I will add 30, and I am going to move to the next tab. We don't have exterior walls, so here I will use not used. As you can see, no exterior walls for the corridors, and I will go to roof, no exterior roof. Then infiltration, I will make it 0.2. We have floors. For the partition, I will go to Revit. I'm going to find the dimension from here till here. I will ignore this small portion. I will include it in my calculations, no problem, as a factor of safety, and I will make dimensions like this. Okay, 10. Okay, 10.4. I will multiply 10.4 meter by 3. As you can see, we have 3 sides, and I will multiply it by the height. This is the total area of the partition, so here I will add 110 square meter. And for the unconditioned space maximum temperature, I will keep it 28, and I will click on OK. That's it for the corridor. And the last thing we have here, we have lift lobby. As you can see, these are the boundaries of the lift lobby. We have these as partitions. So what is the area? 27 square meter. So I will go to Hub and I will add the last space, duplicate G10, and here we have lift lobby. The area 27, the same height, same everything, internals. Okay, for the people 27, I will multiply it by 40 and 27, and I will divide it on 100. So here we have 11. Okay, walls, I will no exterior walls, no exterior roof. For infiltration, nothing to change as there is no exterior walls. For the floors, the area is 27, and for the partition, okay, I will go to Revit and let's check. I will speed up the video to save the time. I will find the surface area of the partitions in the left lobby. I will find the total length of the partitions, and I will multiply it by the floor height 3.55. And click on OK. Save the project. In the next lecture, we will talk about curtain walls. We will learn how to define curtain walls in Hub. Thank you very much and see you in the next lecture.